Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter and I'm a reseller on eBay and Poshmark. I have 6 sales from the past 2 days to pack up to ship out tomorrow. Today is Sunday, August 10th. These are sales from the 9th and 10th. 4 eBay and 2 Poshmark. And I have 3 things that sold in less than 24 hours, like within a couple hours of me listing them. I think. I'm going to try to figure out how many hours exactly. Did I price them too low? Are they bolos? We'll talk about it. Okay, the first one is Crocs Light Ride Women's Size 5 Sandals Strappy Boca Getaway Black Summer Shoes. This is not one of the bolos, but these did sell fairly fast. I've got them in a box already. I'm just going to reuse this box. Here's the label. Make sure I cover it up. I'm going to be freaking out about that forever. Hold on. This is getting caught in my hair. What I'm freaking out about is an order that has not started tracking. I haven't received anything from the post office about it. I submitted a lost package request, or I guess I'm requesting them to look for it. This measures 10.5 by 8, we'll say. I always round up by 5. 10.5, 8 by 5. Now, I looked up, so I know that this style of Crocs can sell pretty well. Also, this style in Skechers. They sell better if they're Crocs, though, than Skechers, I have found. They weigh 1 pound. This box is a little heavy. 1 pound, 3 ounces. 10.5 by 8 by 5. Ooh, that bumped up the price a bit because this box is a little bigger and heavier than I was expecting. Let me see how much they paid in shipping before I decide whether I want to change packaging. Go to my all transactions payments. And with shipping, they paid $42.41. So yeah, it should be fine. They paid enough in shipping, like just about enough. All right. How long did it take for these to sell? Less than a month, just under a month. And it's the Crocs Light Ride. They have this style without Light Ride. Honestly, I could not figure out what Light Ride really means, other than it seems to help the resale value, even with these being a small size, a size 5. So there you go. They're going to Pennsylvania. And my fees, let's look that up, were $5.51. My cost of goods was $7.03. I'm glad these sold for what they did, because that is kind of high on a cost of goods. I am trying to get my cost of goods back under 5 on average. In fact, I haven't checked to see what my average is in a while. I think overall it's under 5 because I do get a lot of free things, but the things that I'm paying for, maybe not so much. The ASP for these is $23. The sell-through rate, which remember caps out at 100 the way I calculate it, is 42%. So that's good. That's almost, let's just say it's 50. That would be considered 100% sell-through rate in the other way it's calculated. It's not 50, but it's close, 42%. It's very good. Okay, so with shipping at $8.98 is what it's going to be. Let me just see if that is the cheapest option. I could do FedEx, but I don't want to drop it off there. $8.80 is UPS. We'll do that because it saves me a little bit. And then my profit is $21.07. And I wouldn't choose a different option if it wasn't going to get there just as quickly. Just note that. But I get a greater discount on UPS than the buyer does, I believe. So like I share a little bit of my discount with them, but I only share about 15% of my discount. And I think with UPS, you get a big discount. Okay. The UPS crowd saver. And we go to UPS to drop off the packages anyway. So it all works out for us. I have covered up the old label. These arrows mean nothing. I'm going to cover them up. Just to avoid any confusion. Although I could leave them, to be honest. But I don't know. And then this has got a different address on it on this label. So I'm going to make sure that's covered up too. Okay, first one down, profit 2107, on the right track. The next one is one that I sold today within minutes is Bella. Let me look it up. I want to know exactly. So I listed it at 10:25 a.m. and it sold at 12:40 p.m. I got an offer at 12:26 p.m. So that tells me that I may have priced this a little bit low, but I think in reality I priced it exactly right for this moment in time. I'm okay with what it sold for. It sold for $39.96 plus shipping. It is a dress. Ibex is the brand. Size medium, Isabella tank dress. Black, merino wool, built-in bra, gorp core, hiking. They don't seem to make the dresses anymore. And so this particular style with wool had a 67% sell-through rate, a $30 ASP, so I was fine with $39.96. Someone had sent me a $33 offer. With it coming in so quickly, I probably would have held off. I paid $1.56 because I got this at the Goodwill outlet, the bins in Denver, Colorado. I haven't been to the Dallas one in a long time. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but whenever we go back to Colorado, I go to the Denver bins, and we go every 3 months. With shipping, they paid $47.75, and my fees were $6.46. So the great thing about it selling quickly is I haven't put it in my promotions on eBay yet. I have a promotion that runs through the end of the year. Every year I restart it, and every day or two I add anything that's 14 days or older to that promotion, and it caps out at 15%, so I didn't have to pay 15% in fees on top of the other fees, which is excellent. And here it is. It's a really nice fine wool, and you would think, ooh, I don't want to wear wool in the summer when it's hot, but wool actually breathes really well. And when it's this thin and fine, you're not going to get real hot. It's going to breathe better than polyester. Okay, I'm putting it in, I just got this Walmart order today. I got got it in two different shipments for some reason. And I'm going to reuse the bag right away. Okay. And then it does have a sticker with my name on it. I guess this was for delivery and not shipping. So I'm going to cover that up. We'll measure it. It's 12 by 11 and a half. So this I would consider a bolo. Ibex, the brand, specifically wool tank dresses, maybe the tank dresses in general, but definitely the Isabella wool was a great bolo. I don't really remember seeing any others listed in this size, so technically I guess that would be 100% sell-through rate. This is going to someone outside of Austin, Texas. And it weighs, we're going to round that up to 10. What did I say? We're just going to say 12 by 12. I can't remember what I said, but it was close to that. $5.34 is the shipping cost. So I made $34.39. That's awesome. Keep doing this. That's great. And I love that it got snagged up so quickly. If I find another one of these, you bet I'm going to try for even more than $39.96. Seeing how quickly that sold. But I had looked it up, you know, guys. I had looked it up. All right, the next one is, gosh, this is not a bolo, okay? In fact, I don't know why I'm selling Bibles, but it's the only one I have, I think. It's a giant print edition. I got it at a estate sale. It might have been even free. It might have been $1. It might have been just so cheap, and I was like, oh, it's the King James red letter giant print. That seems like something someone might be looking for. I don't know, y'all. It sold for $8.96 plus shipping. I'm going to send it out media mail. And my title was Holy Bible Giant Print Edition KJV Red Letter Pictorial. Oh, it also had pictures. Black hardcover. And I want to say that this is made with leather, but I don't know for sure. And it's, you know, bent up a little bit. So we're going to send this out media mail, and I'm going to put it in a padded envelope. This was eBay, correct? I think I need a larger one. Here comes the yawning. Always with the yawning. I picked this up a year ago at least. It's going to Pennsylvania, so that's 2 to Pennsylvania so far. And it weighs 2 pounds, 11 ounces. What does this measure in? 11 by 10 by 11, okay. That's close enough. $8.40 is what it would cost. Priority mail flat rate. Huh. Is that what they picked? I guess that's what they picked. Do they need it fast? It would be delivered between the 13th and the 16th. That's not what I put it in. Media mail will definitely take longer. I wonder why that is what I had. Interesting. Okay, media mail is not available. All right, we're just going to put some priority mail stickers on it and ship it out priority, I guess. Because yeah, that would be, I'm sorry, y'all, this is taking me a little bit long. See, no, priority mail would be 15.13, so I'm going to need to put it in a priority mail flat rate, and it's not even a padded, it's just one of these. What would the legal flat rate be? Is that all I have? Legal flat rate would be 9. Well, dang. I gotta try to find one of these that I was not expecting this. Do I have any priority mail flat rates that aren't legal sized? Well, I don't have any in that size. So if I do the legal, it'll be $9.50. If I do the flat rate padded envelope, it's $9.60. See if it can fit in this legal. I don't know why flat rate envelope is the one that's selected. Okay, so just so you know, I'm like bending it over. I'm just going to keep it in that padded. Might as well. It'll keep it extra protected, especially since I'm having to kind of rig this box. I mean, not really though. I just feel like the box could get wet. Or the book could get wet. This is double protected. Okay. So flat rate legal envelope is $9.50. That's strange. I paid $2 for this, apparently. I'm putting some extra priority stickers on the ends too, because I just don't think it looks secure enough. So I didn't want to use a different service because they did choose priority, and so that could get there faster than ground. I definitely wanted to stick with that. They paid $8.96 plus shipping, which came to $14.33. This was promoted, so there were additional fees. Add those up. $3.74 were my fees. $3.74? No. $4.24. What did I make? I lost $1.41 on this Bible. What happened? So they paid in shipping $5.37. Yet somehow, oh, it was supposed to go out media mail. What happened? I want to cancel this label. Cancel, no, not the whole order, just cancel the label. Oh boy. Okay, shipping labels. I don't know why it had priority selected when it looks like they paid for media. So I'm going to waste this cardboard because I don't want to lose money on something that I don't normally sell. Stick with what you know. This is taking way too much time. So we're going to go to labels. We're going to cancel label. Select reason, changed mind. Okay, go back to orders. We're going to get a shipping label for it. And why can't I send media mail? Is your package size correct? Yes. USPS. Media mail is blacked out, even though that's what they selected. Items in this category are not eligible. Then why was that an option? Gonna learn something new today. Can't send Bibles media mail? Doesn't have any advertisements in it. I'm gonna Google it. Can you send Bibles media mail? Yes, because books, including, so why? What category did I have it in? I had this in what category? Books. Oh, I had it in magazines? But it's not a magazine. So I should be able to change that, in my opinion. Just because I mistakenly put it in a different category when I was listing it shouldn't influence what I can actually send it out as, in my opinion. It should not. That's ridiculous. That's really ridiculous. Okay, so, oh, dang. Ground saver would be $9.87. UPS ground would be $12. Ground advantage would be $10.08. Oh, this is nuts. I can't believe I'm having to spend so much to send out a Bible. 10 by let's say 10 by 11. Can I use pirate shipping details? I don't want to use their shipping. If I don't want to use their shipping, what do I do? I feel like I'm learning something, but this is a pain in the ass. Can I just mark it as shipped? Add tracking number. Okay, we're going to go to pirateship.com, which is having no judgment on me for choosing the wrong category. Wow. I refuse to lose money on this. Okay, pirateship.com, in case you didn't hear that, in case it wasn't clear when I said it. It's going to Pennsylvania. I copied the address, but not correctly. Is that the correct address? I always double, triple check. Okay. And I'm going to use envelope or padding. And it weighed like, I don't know, 2 pounds, 3 ounces, we'll say. We'll say get rates. Ground saver, it says it's the cheapest, but why can't I use email? Ground advantage cubic. Okay, let me go back. This is taking a long time. I'm so mad. Okay, where do I click it qualifies for media mail? Okay, you have to click a plus button and it drops down. Okay, qualifies for media mail. My gosh. All right, $5.97, which I think is what they spent. That's frustrating. Okay, so with that, I made $2.12. Much better, but still, I'm never selling a Bible again. Hand to God, I'm never selling a Bible again. That was a pain. Okay, so tracking number, carrier is USPS. Save and continue. And now we're not losing money. Hallelujah. That was annoying. Okay, the next one is the other bolo. Well, there's one more that sold really quickly, but this, let me look how quickly. I listed it. Sorry, I got to dig in a little bit deeper. Okay, it was listed at 1:22 p.m. yesterday, and it sold at 2:09 p.m., so less than an hour. Less than an hour to sell this German dirndl? Is that how you say it? Original Steindl dress, size medium, German, 100% silk, dirndl, Oktoberfest, milkmaid, pink. Don't know why this particular one sold for what it did, because there's others listed that are listed. Now, theirs are listed for more. I think I priced this one exactly right, and someone was looking for this size or this color or something. cuts. It sold in about 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, sorry for the yawns. I've had this a while. It's been in my death pile. I've been working on my death pile. This one was really pretty. I'll try to include a lot of pictures for the details. It had embroidery and rhinestones and just gorgeous. I included a lot of measurements. They paid $45. Now, this was an offer. I had it listed for $54. But remember, I was like, this doesn't really has a $50 ASP. Maybe I should have held out for more, because they did send it to me in less than an hour and it sold. Maybe they're going to resell it for lots of money. Who knows? So this was on Poshmark. Yes, this was on Poshmark. It's going to Virginia. Oops, what did I just do? So I'm going to put it in a flat rate, padded flat rate envelope. Try to get the air out. So a while back, earlier this year, I had started to change over my inventory management system from one method to another, and I'm still working on that. Once I get to where I've filled 2 shelves with 5 rows each, I will share an update. I'm close to that. I might get that done this week, and then I can share an update on it. I've been going slow. It is a pain to be working with 2 different systems, but I didn't want to have to stop listing in order to get it done more quickly and just be able to continue to sell. I am happy with the switchover so far. More details to come. Okay, so that was a good one. Let's see what I made. So 45, my cost of goods was $11.90. I paid up for this beautiful thing. I don't remember where I got it. Didn't write it down. Marketplace fees would be $9. Shipping expenses $0. So I made $24.10. Okay, this next one, y'all, these took forever to sell. They are on Cloud, which is the brand. The brand is on Cloud Swift 3, size 9.5, running shoes, magnet lavender, no insoles. I put that in all caps. Helion foam. I don't know why these took so long to sell. I guess it was because of the no insoles, although it's so easy to get even better insoles. I don't know. But maybe it's because I didn't have on Cloud. I had on Cloud Swift. Maybe it was as simple as that. But these sold on Poshmark. Got them in a box for $34. I know, not fantastic, right? They were dirty, going to somebody else in Texas. This brand used to sell really quickly, and it's already slowed down, like in less than a year for me. I mean, it took me a while to even be able to find it, honestly. So $34. My fees would be what, $6.80? If they ever change the fee structure on Poshmark, tell me, because apparently I don't pay attention. I paid $10.71 for these. Oh, no shipping cost for me. So I made $16.49, and they didn't sell quickly. I listed these a year ago, 1 year, just shy of a week to be 1 year. Okay, the last item, and then I have a personal item I need to get shipped, is this. It's a tankini. Like 2 days in a row, I sold Lands' End tankini tops. It sold quickly. These don't always sell this quickly, but let me tell you how quickly. Okay, this is the Lands' End size 8 tankini top Grecian. Grecian is just the style name. UPF 50. It's like tummy control, blah, blah, blah. This was new without tags. I had washed it because it did have like a little spot on it. So I took the tags off and washed it. And I just noted that it's been washed once. It sold for $24.96, which is my full asking price. And I had listed that this may have been a day to sell. Actually, it sold like the 12 p.m. Did it sell at lunchtime? How's that possible? Oh no, I listed it at 12:30 p.m. on Thursday, and then it sold. There, I had two recently, so I had two lands in recently. This one's going to Florida. It sold on Friday at 9. So this took more than a day, but still pretty quickly. And the reason I'm counting it for the 9th is because I'd already shipped out everything from the 11th. So I'm going to put this in this small guy, 6x9. To Florida. $18.88. It did not sell full price. It sold for $18.88 plus shipping. So that would have been, they sent me an offer and I sent them a counter offer. And we landed on $18.88. ASP is 16 and it's got a low sell-through rate. So yeah, that was pretty good in the end. Let's see. With shipping, they paid $27.21. My fees were $3.86, and I paid $3.24 for it. We'll figure up shipping expenses. 6x9, and it weighs 7.7. So I'm going to round that up to 8 ounces. And shipping is $4.74. So I made $15.37 on a quick sale. I would say it was easy, but I did end up having to wash it because I missed that it had a spot, but the spot came right out. And I could tell that it would because it was like, something, it might have even just been a water spot, but I wanted to wash it out. This material is pretty forgiving. Okay, so that's everything there. I will show how much I made in total. It is going to include my rack sales. I did have a really good one of $55 for some new Nike Jordans that I might have been able to get 84 on online on eBay, but I thought if I could sell them in person without having to take photos or ship or anything, and only have 10% in fees, that's even better. So it'll be a little bit higher than usual when I call out the rack sales. That's it. Y'all have a good night and just keep listing.